Hello, welcome to my channel. Let's get some collective love messages. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you're finding this, if there are messages in here and they resonate for you, or you would like to go deeper into your situation, I have personal readings available on gonegoddess.com/shop. So let's see what's going on for the collective and their love lives. Let's see what comes up for you guys. What is going on for my YouTube collective in their love lives? Bit of a quiet spell for some of you. Either the person you're dealing with isn't really responding right now, or you are in a bit of a dry spell, because the cards are pretty quiet. So you may be wondering in that space, what are they thinking? Why are they so quiet? Why is nobody showing up that I'm interested in? We have the Emperor coming out first. So there's somebody that has their eye on you, or you have your eye on somebody. And it could be an Aries or another fire sign. It could be your boss. It could be somebody in a position of authority. So that might be why they aren't responding, because perhaps this is a bit of a taboo situation that you're dealing with. For others of you, this is somebody that you met in Aries season just a couple months ago, and you haven't reached out, or they haven't reached out, and you're kind of wondering what's going on in this connection. Are they into me? Are they not into me? Why haven't I heard from them? Six of Pentacles. For some of them, they're just dealing with some financial stressors. They're not quite making enough money, and they want to be able to treat you and take you out and actually treat you the way you are meant to be treated, and they just don't have it right now. The coins are lacking for them. For others of you, I think you're in a situationship with that person who is not really being very communicative, and honestly, it's because they're not that interested in you. Sorry to be the one to say that, but I think you already know that. And that's why you're not actually hearing from them, and you're sort of just waiting for any little crumbs. Yeah, Page of Cups. They're just not that serious. Sorry, I lost my light here. They're not that serious with the Page of Cups energy. I think you showed up as the Emperor and really ready to go. We're going to lose the light. Like, the light is just not going to happen today. So you showed up as the Emperor, really ready to go, and they're only showing up as the Page of Cups. They're breadcrumbing you, and it's just not really giving what it needs to give. Six of Cups. You are feeling a bit nostalgic right now, and perhaps they reminded you of somebody in your past, or you're really wanting like a soulmate kind of love right now, and it's just this person that's on your mind. Two of Pentacles. They are oscillating, unfortunately, probably between another option. And the reason you're not hearing from them is because they're giving another option more of their time right now. And it's making you kind of feel sad, understandably. So what's the advice? The Tower. I think that for those of you that are being breadcrumbed, you're going to have to just kind of cut it out. Nip it at the bud, take that Tower perspective, end the situation, really get back to yourself and that glow up that you were doing before you got involved in this situation, and they kind of derailed you a little bit. So I want you to get back to yourself right now. And if you do that, what is the message for you? Five of Swords. There may be some inner conflict with that. King of Cups. You are fighting with yourself about what you truly want and how this person is actually showing up in your life. The truth is they're not showing up as the King of Cups. That's what you really want. They're showing up as the Page of Cups. And honestly, that's not going to be enough. You know what you want with the Six of Cups, with this, you know, very beautiful soulmate energy that you're really looking for. And I think you just have to have the courage right now to actually break it off and get back to yourself. Focus on your money, King of Pentacles. Focus on what it is that makes you glow, that makes you happy. Focus on building your career and focusing on your personal projects right now, because that is ultimately going to bring about somebody who is actually a match to you and who can actually give you what it is that you deserve. Ace of Wands, yes, following your passion and only stepping into places and spaces that really light you up to get you to that Nine of Pentacles sort of pre-Empress glow up energy. That's what you're really looking for here. What else? Wheel of Fortune. It's just a matter of time. If you turn towards yourself and start focusing on leveling up your own experience of your life right now, that there is something better for you that is promised, something that's written for you. But you're going to have to, Ace of Swords, there's some belief systems that are underlying everything. There's some confusion that you need to cut through. You need to cut through the BS right now. I think you've been gaslighting yourself and perhaps watching too many of these tarot readings and becoming a little bit delusional as far as the reality of the situation that you're actually in. And it's taking you away from yourself. It's taking you away from your passions. And friends, you need to get back to yourself here. What is the other messages and advice? I know you don't like to hear that, but I'm always going to be honest with you. I promise. I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I'm going to tell you what I'm seeing in the cards. And for some of you, that is the truth. Like, you need to get back to celebrating yourself, get back to celebrating with your friends. Perhaps if, yeah, Six of Swords, just move on from anything that is not feeding you. The Six of Pentacles energy or is just breadcrumbing. It's you already know that it's not enough, that it's not feeding you, that it's not making you feel good about yourself. So go out and celebrate with your friends and do some things that make you feel good about yourself right now. The Star and the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Once you feel better about yourself, go out and celebrate, like I said, with people who care about you, who will gas you up and light you up. And then you can get back to work. And you may even meet the star when you're out and about. You may even work, or I'm sorry, you may even meet somebody who's willing to do the work with the Eight of Pentacles to really be the partner that you need to be, or that, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Someone who can really be the partner that you need with the Sun card. The Devil card is here. Also the Nine of Wands and the Magician. So just be really careful that you don't overindulge when you go out, because that is just going to bring up those old wounds. But also, it's just, you know, you have to be willing to let go of what's going on. This Four of Pentacles here, you know, ask yourself, what is it about this situation that is not really working out for you that you're holding on to? What wound with that Nine of Wands is it reminding you of? What sort of past pattern that you're stuck in that you feel like that you don't have what you need to get out of it, but you absolutely do. You have everything that you need. The Magician card says that you have all the tools that you need. I think that you're just not using them because you're afraid of having to face the wounding of that Nine of Wands and those old patterns that have been keeping you stuck for a long time. So you've been settling for Page of Swords type communication, a little text message here, a little WYD, and honestly, Six of Swords, again, you really need to let go of that situation. I don't know how many more ways I can tell you that, and I'm sorry if this is not the message you want to hear. If you want a personal reading and you want to go into the specifics of your situation, then just go to gonegoddess.com/shop and we can go deeper and get you some more specific personalized clarity into the situation that you are dealing with right now. Yeah, because Five of Wands, I know you're fighting me on this right now. You don't really want to hear it, but underneath that, you really want this lovers. You want this end all be all, divinely guided love relationship, but you'll have to be willing to walk away from what isn't that in order to walk into a love like that. And I think that this situation, again, is just showing you that Devil and Nine of Wands combination of just an old pattern. Yeah, an old pattern. We have grief here, Five of Cups, an old pattern that has kept you in this hangman state because you haven't been willing to face that Nine of Wands wounding and actually feel through that grief so that you can heal it. We do shadow work tarot around here, so sorry if it's not love and light enough for you, but yes, the Two of Cups here. Get back to yourself. Do that healing work of sitting in the grief of that old pattern, sitting in the grief of the situationship that's just not really doing it for you, because the Four of Wands is here. You have the sun is here, the star is here, the Two of Cups, the Four of Wands. There's something so much bigger and more beautiful available to you, but you have to stop accepting less than you deserve. Okay, that's all I have for you today. And thank you so much for stopping by. Again, if you'd like a personal reading, then let me know and we will get going on that. See you next time.